What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and today we're going to do a little testing with Knull. But unfortunately, I did make a boo-boo and a bit of a miscalculation. I actually didn't even notice that the unequipped cost event actually ended. But this is the video that I already had set in stone. This is what I plan to do today. So we're just going to go ahead and do it. And I am actually very curious to see how well a CTP of Rage is going to stack up against a mighty CTP that offers an extra solid 20% extra attack for Knull. And the reason that I also want to do this test is because I'm only using Knull in ABX and Danger Room. And because Knull has this ignore iframe on this third skill, sometimes it can be really difficult to time his procs in Danger Room. It's very difficult, and I know Danger Room doesn't have the best rewards, but I do enjoy playing it, and I do want to do the best I can. I also want to be able to incorporate a lot of my other skills whenever I'm playing with Knull in ABX so I can get a much better score. And you will get a better score using a CTP of Rage on Knull. That's something that's already confirmed, but what is the actual difference in World Boss? And another reason why I want to do this test is because in World Boss, against Knull, who is the main boss that I always face, although here lately I've been fighting a lot of Thanos because I'm trying to get to stage 99 for maybe some other future videos. But once you get up to stage 14, you can use once you get to stage, I believe 10 or 11, yeah, 10, you can use male types, and then once you go to 15, you have to use human, which Knull isn't applicable, and then Knull isn't applicable all the way to 20 to 24 either because you need male superhero. So you don't really need the character for World Boss against Knull, which is kind of a bum deal. And another reason that I want to really switch out the Obelisk. But let's take a look at his stats here. Right now, with the extra 20% all attack from the mighty CTP of Energy, we do have 62,000 physical attack. And we do have all max attack stats. The critical rate's actually going to get maxed out from his fifth skill. Oh, and by the way, if you notice, his dodge is actually already at 42%. So when we do switch to a CTP of Rage, we want to Rage with low critical rate because, again, we have a massive crit rate buff on his fifth skill, and we want high dodge. I mean, if we get a CTP of Rage that has 30% dodge, his dodge will be almost maxed out, which is exactly what you want when you're playing with the Rage. All of these other stats are going to stay the same. It really doesn't matter. There's that critical rate buff right there by 45%. So, I mean, you could have 30% critical rate, and you're still going to max out your critical rate. And then, of course, none of this really matters. Just showing you the build. Of course, no uniform. So I'm just going to do this off the cuff. I'm not going to do a bunch of pre-recorded runs. And we're just going to do one run. And I'm actually going to go against the highest stage I can, which is stage 14. Because Knull, with 13% pierce on my cards, and him having 5% pierce from his passive, he pretty much just melts through it. So the thing about stage 14 is we have no supports for him. There are no supports that offer extra physical damage. However, I mean, if you're using an energy-based character, then, obviously you can use Cyclops for that extra 30% increase of energy attack, but Knull is a physical attacking character, so that don't work. And we are going to be using his leadership. Now, he does have ignore dodge on his Obelisk, right? He's already got ignore dodge on it, and then with the 40% ignore dodge that we're getting from strikers, we're going to have pretty much max ignore dodge. And this is something to keep in mind whenever you're facing stage 14 and up, or stage 10 and up, right? Is that you're only going to have these two ignore dodge strikers. You can't use female, right? You can't use villains, right? These are the only two male ignore dodge strikers. So right now we're going to have pretty much max ignore dodge, but when we put that CTP of Rage on, we won't. So let's do it. Let's see what we get. And and then the other thing about CTP of Rage is, you can miss procs, right? It isn't very consistent. Although I do prefer playing with Knull with a proc. I really do when it comes to World Boss. Oh, yeah. Melt those bard, buddy. Oh, yeah. So far, we've timed our proc perfectly. I mean, everything's coming out exactly. Well, we're going to let this play out because Knull's going to do the cage right now, and we don't want to get that skill interrupted. So we're just going to wait. Okay, so doing really, really good. Our proc is still on point. Oh yeah, doing really great, man. So the cage is going to come up now. See? So we just wanted to wait for the cage to finish there. Getting caught in the tornadoes. All right, so the proc again, perfect. Now there we got interrupted by Pecker Nut there. Okay. I mean, seriously, this is a really good run as far as how our procs are being timed. Not bad at all. And, you know, even without any supports, Knull absolutely melts. So that was at like 3 minutes and 42 seconds with the Mighty CTP and landing the proc every single time. 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Okay. So now let's equip the Rage on him and spin some crystals, unfortunately. I wish I would have done this before the event ended, but it is what it is. Again, this is what I wanted to do. This is what I set out to do. So we're just going to go ahead and do it. Oh, yeah, and let's look at something really quick. Again, we have 62,000 physical attack, right? So let's unequip this baby. And that's a beautiful one right there. Yeah. So now we have 57,000. So we are losing, what, almost, 4,500 physical attack, somewhere in there, 4 to 5,000, somewhere in there, physical attack, which is a lot. And then when we look at our stats, now we've actually lost some critical damage. So now we got 179 critical damage, but our dodge is at 72%. It's almost maxed out, and our crit rate's always going to be maxed out. And as far as critical damage, I mean, I can put some Odin's Blessings on him, get some Odin's Blessings that offer that extra critical damage for him. So I got like these right here. I got 4 of them, and I'll end up slapping those on him. But we're just going to do this test without adding that critical damage. And again, let me look at something here really quick with Knull. Yeah, he doesn't have Ignore Dodge in his tier 3. I don't think he has any Ignore Dodge at all in his skills. Let me see here. I don't see any. No. No Ignore Dodge. No, man. So he's only going to have 40% Ignore Dodge. So he's going to have low critical damage, low Ignore Dodge. Wow, he's not going to have the chain hit damage from the Mighty CTP. He's losing over 4,000 physical attack, having the CTP of Rage. Wow, this is crazy. Okay. So I've never played with a CTP of Rage on Knull. I've always used a regular proc. So this is going to be actually very, very interesting to see. Okay, so we're going to do this again because I'm not really happy how things have been turning out so far. I've actually done 3 attempts with the CTP of Rage so far, and I got to tell you guys, it is it doesn't look very good. Like, it seems like the proc doesn't want to trigger at times, and you can see that there is an insane amount of difference in damage. Now, right there, we hit our tier 3, we got our buff from our 4, we hit the... But, man, that proc does not seem to want to trigger hardly at all because Knull doesn't have any guaranteed critical rate. Wow. I mean, he's actually doing abysmal right now with the Rage. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. And, and to be fair, I haven't played with CTP Rage much at all. This is only like my 4th attempt. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, proc, trigger, trigger, trigger. It is, I mean, that proc gets way, way off. So we're already way, way behind. I mean, there's so much inconsistency playing with the CTP of Rage. Oh my God. I mean, just tons and tons of inconsistency because the proc doesn't want to trigger when you need it to. And it is extremely annoying. Now, the good thing is I'm able to put my 4th skill, my 5th skill, my tier 3, my 2nd skill all together, right? So we can get a pretty good amount of damage. I mean, maybe I need to let some other skills play out a little bit more. Maybe I need to practice more using a CTP of Rage because, man, I gotta tell you, I'm not impressed at all with what I'm seeing. Oh my God. I mean, that is an insane difference. Now, to be fair, that was a terrible run, right? That was a terrible, run. And I'm pretty sure we could have done better, but wow, I mean, you're looking at a, what, 45-second difference. Whoa, but that is comparing it to a mighty CTP, right? We did have an extra 20% attack. If this would have been a regular CTP of energy, the difference wouldn't have been so stark. It wouldn't have been so much because we have so much of a difference in our attack stats. Oh my god, and I'm pretty sure that Knull doesn't have any guaranteed critical rate. I didn't even think to look for that, but he doesn't have any guaranteed critical rate at all. Oh yeah, I mean he does already have the chain hit damage here. Okay, that's good. But he doesn't have no guaranteed critical rate. No, man, he doesn't. So that's a big thing for him. You'll find that a lot of times with characters that don't have guaranteed critical rate, a lot of times the rage can be very inconsistent. So maybe for ABX and Danger Room, he's going to be a lot better with the CTP of rage. But obviously for World Boss, hell no, the CTP of energy absolutely dominates. And I know again that I was comparing to a mighty CTP with the 20% extra attack, but I honestly believe even with a regular CTP that Knull would have did way more damage than World Boss using a CTP of energy because one, we would have had the extra ignore dodge. We were only getting 40% ignore dodge from that run, right? That's a big thing. Knull was, the Knull we were fighting was dodging a lot of our attacks, and the proc was very, very inconsistent. And that's another reason why our proc was inconsistent, because if we're not landing hits on Knull, then the proc isn't going to trigger. We're not going to get as many critical hits because of that. So that does make a big, big difference. Everything was in the CTPs of Energy's corner today. So let me know how y'all feeling about this comparison. And if you'd like to see more of these, let me know in the comments down below. And I do stream on Twitch at Reset every day. The link will be in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See ya.